Let's have a look at it again, Peter.
So it was given to us. I can't.
Wow.
But it's just,
So
metal.
it's metal?
Metal. So.
Hmm.
Oh, Helen said it was a housewarming.
When we moved here to Torquay,
Oh.
ours thought we might miss the farm, so they gave us.
Did you have echidnas all over your farm, did you?
No, we had echidnas occasionally where we had Bowen River frontage, but our house was a kilometre and a half from the Bowen River, and too many open paddocks for them to cross. But we certainly had echidnas in the garden where I grew up at Bamborough, close to Dean's Marsh.
Wow.
So they're remarkable animals, the way they can just dig underground so quickly, and it gives them the advantage of being able to survive wildfires.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate thing is they survive, but their food source of the ants have all gone. So
yeah. So how do they survive after a bushfire then? If there's no food source,
fat reserves.
Yeah.
And with small area bushfires, they can move from one area to another. But with these massive ones, I'm not sure.
Wow.
There's still live ants underground for them to eat after the fire, but the whole food chain breaks down. There's nothing for the ants to eat, and so the ants die, and it's like the web of life, isn't it?
Oh, and it's got to get itself back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but hopefully that's not the case when they do back burning.
Oh, that's a softer burn.
Yeah.
Fuel reduction burns, yes. They can move, and so can the birds. The only disadvantage with doing a fuel reduction burn in the springtime, if the birds are nesting, the chicks can't escape.
Surely they don't do back burning in springtime.
Well, they used to do all the autumn ones, but I mean, there's pressure. Are human lives more important than wildlife? I mean, that's the awful quandary. But I'd like to see more autumn back burning done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Than spring back burning. But there's checks and balances, isn't there? And probably if you asked a large percentage of the people that live in prone areas, they wouldn't give a hoot about the wildlife if their house was saved.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. And I believe the echidna, when it's digging in, like its spikes get burnt, but they actually grow back again.
Yes. Yeah. And what we used to find was if our sheepdog found one, they'd scratch at it.
Yeah.
And the spikes and their feet they'd scratch for ages unless you tied them up. And it wouldn't hurt the echidna, but the paws of the dog would get very lacerated.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well my dogs often run into a echidna, and I've always told it to stay away because, the moment they start sniffing it with their nose, you just need one spike.
Spike, yes.
And that's it. Wow. So there's some great gestures there for you, Peter, about the echidna. I like show me.
Prickly.
Yeah, the prickly. Yeah. I like how you were doing like the digging into the earth. Yeah, digging into the earth.
Nosing around for their... Yep. We can do some neck exercises with that one.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, love that. Okay. Yeah, and then there's the spikes that can possibly get burnt.
Oops. Yes, I suppose
they grow back.
I'm trying to think what are the spikes here? Quills.
Quills, that's it.
So I couldn't think for a moment. So
he's rather gorgeous.
Hi, Rosemary. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
We're just getting this great story about the land and echidnas from Peter. And
right.
He was showing us his gorgeous housewarming present that he was given. Isn't it fabulous? I love how the artist has sort of made the quills go backwards a little bit.
He's hollow inside.
Yeah.
But so he sits up on our outdoor table.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
Hopefully keeping the blackbirds away, but I'm not sure that initially they were all frightened of him, but after a couple of months when we first got him, they thought, well, he's fairly sedate.
He doesn't move much.
He doesn't do much. So,
That's cute.
Oh.
All right, so I like that. So they've got his little pads or paws or whatever. They scratch, the head comes out.
Back feet, is it?
Yeah. And it
Bit of one
snuggles
connection,
down, the fire goes over the top, the quills burn, but then it's able to grow its quills back again. Beautiful.
And I have a duck.
Oh, wow. I love how you two are so organised. I love it.
Oh, we
Yeah.
thought about it about 15 minutes ago.
we
Oh,
talked
yeah, good
about, we
stuff.
talked
Yeah,
about
very
it
good.
last night.
Wonderful. Tell us the story about your beautiful duck.
You can tell a story.
He was given to us by a very dear friend.
Ah.
Who happened to be Rosemary's husband.
Late husband.
Oh, is that
Rosemary's late
right?
husband. Yes. Henry.
Yes.
Yes. Henry gave us this row.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember the duck?
Very smart duck. Oh, yes, I remember it. Yeah.
Is
So-
it heavy?
Very heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's it made out of? Some sort of metal?
Bronze, I think.
Bronze, wow.
Yeah. It's a
And
beauty.
where do
Very
you put your
handsome
duck?
fella.
It sits in the garden.
Mm.
I've just given him a wash because he'd gone a bit green around the gills. They go a bit green in the garden, so I've just given him a scrub.
Oh,
He got
gorgeous.
covered by plants, so he's just been rescued. He's a rescue
Yeah.
Does
duck.
he have a name?
Very good.
He doesn't have a name. We should
Duck.
call him Duck.
Better call him Henry.
We could call it Henry. Yes, we will. He'll be Henry from now on.
Now, I'm a little disappointed. Ducks eat snails, but this one hasn't kept them down at all.
No.
Oh, wow. You'll have to give him some lessons.
Wow.
Oh, like,
It's a little bit sedentary, Ro.
So we really should have a duck if we've got a vegetable garden then, because then it'll just take the snails.
Depends.
yeah,
Yes,
that's the theory. We've got a big veggie garden, but like, it doesn't do his job.
depends on your species of ducks. Some of them, after they've eaten your snails and slugs,
Sit him down.
they decide that oh, here's a nice green lettuce. I'll eat that as well.
That's
But they all ducks
They're not selective.
and geese are terrific, but they all do a lot of excreta,
yeah, right.
Yes.
and you get flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Well,
idea is get the snails off, give them to the ducks.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Mm.
At the moment, we're giving them to the chooks, so that seems to work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Chooks love the snails too. Wow.
Yes, we've got 2 chooks.
Mm. Beautiful. Love it. So what sort of gestures are we going to do about your beautiful duck, Helen?
What's it?
I love the shape of your duck, the neck and the
Like,
beak.
yeah.
Flying.
Well, it flies. I
It
suppose.
dives.
Yeah,
It
it has
dives,
yeah,
and-
flies, dives,
paddles,
paddles. Yep, great. Well,
Interesting.
that's a lot.
preen their wings,
Flying, diving, paddles, and
preening their
preening.
wings. I can't quite remember how they do that. How do they-
And they're putting under here.
Yeah, that's right. They preen their wings. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Oh, I love that. So flying,
Yes.
and then they love diving with their
Diving.
necks.
A duck dive.
Duck dive. Yep. And then after the duck dive, you liked the paddling
Paddling.
with the webbed feet. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Shake.
then came
A
the
shake, then a
They have
shake, shake to dry off,
Shake to dry
shake,
off.
yes.
and then a preen.
And yes.
Yeah,
and then
shake
they
the shoulders and then
Yeah.
preen.
preen their wing
Oh, I
feathers.
love it. Yeah, great. And what have you got there, Ro?
Well, first of all, Rosalie said to apologise for her today. She and her husband have gone down to see their daughter, the other
Okay.
side of Melbourne. They hadn't been able to see her because of the COVID. So,
Yes, right. Wow. Oh, well, that'll be great for them, wouldn't it?
yes, so looking forward. Well, not to be outdone, I thought I'd go and get this.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Wow.
Look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Well, it's a bit of coconut.
Yeah.
That's clever, isn't it?
that's very
So
clever.
Very
clever.
Yeah.
Gosh, how do you dust that?
I don't.
No.
It doesn't get very dusty though. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
wow.
it's up the end of the passage here in this house.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
but
Does that-
my son and daughter-in-law brought it back from the Western
Ah.
Australia for me.
Yeah.
So,
Is that one of those water birds that they have over there?
well, I'd say so, yes,
Yeah.
although hasn't got webbed feet. But
No, it looks like it walks on water.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, well, we call them Jesus birds.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, so I like how it's got those, you know, like tongs for toes.
So,
They
Bit
walk
of
on.
a throwback from the dinosaur, isn't it? And the beautiful hair, you know, like it's
that's
gorgeous.
Very
Yeah.
clever.
Well, it's just screwed in with a screw to that bit there.
right. So
Mm,
That does it all, holds it all together. The head
yeah, wow.
screw at the bottom of the neck into the coconut shell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And how would you show the head with a gesture?
The head.
Yeah,
He's looking.
he's looking. Yeah,
Mm.
okay, looking out.
Mm.
Yeah, great. So we could look out in some way.
Watching what you do.
What's going on? So we would have
It preens his feathers.
preens its feathers as well. Yeah,
Mm.
great. So what about if we have the feet? So coming forward like they're walking on water.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it loves preening its feathers, going backwards. Yeah. And then it likes looking with its long
Yes.
neck. What's that sound like and look like? Yeah.
That's good.
Or if you wanted to do an extension of your head with your hand, you could do that too. Yeah. That's a lot of Indigenous dancers often have their fingertips
Yes.
together and looking forward. Yeah.
Mm.
Especially for the emu. Beautiful. Okay. Well, what I've got here is a little thing that I love. My friends in Ireland gave this to me, and you put your tea bag on it. So what it is a house.
May your roof never
Those traditional
your
houses.
friends never fall out.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
that's a good one.
Yeah, so I hope may your roof never fall in and your friends never fall out.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. And tea, you know, because they love drinking tea, their Irish tea, not English breakfast tea, but Irish
Yeah.
tea.
Irish breakfast tea.
Yes, in a green box, I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
And Irish tea is very different to the red box, which is the English breakfast.
English breakfast.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love this. It's one of those cute little things that sits on the table. You know, you put your tea bag in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I love
Good.
it.
You're always
So-
looking for somewhere to put your tea bag.
Yeah, exactly. Collected a few of these from overseas. So I think what I might do is may your roof never fall in and your friends never fall out, and so that we can always have a cup of tea together. There's my teapot.
The teapots.
A little teapot, tall and stout.
That's it.
Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out.
Beautiful. That's it. Woohoo! I think we're
Didn't
ready.
you all know that one?
Sure do. Well, I reckon we're ready for some dance. Let's get some cumbia music happening here.
Cumbian.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, Peter, you're saying something. Go on.
Rose Rosemary could hold up her bird and have a look at
Can you go closer?
Wow.
up.
And closer. There.
That's a little pygmy goose. It's very much like what Rosemary's got.
Oh, yeah.
That's got, yeah.
The colours. Okay.
Gorgeous.
It's minus the webbed feet. But I suppose they couldn't get the webbed feet in.
But it looks more like Helen's duck. Do you think?
No.
Now, if you have a close look at
Oh,
the
yeah.
head of
Yeah.
Rosemary's, they've got the very similar goose-like head.
Oh, I see. Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, the neck and the-
So
I don't think that they were sort of concentrating on being very accurate in their
No, it's
rendition.
more of an abstraction, isn't it?
Oh, this one's perfect.
Yeah, it's lovely. I do love the abstract art, like it, especially, Indigenous abstract art. It's so, like
Mm.
gets right to the essence of it.
Does.
Yes.
Thanks, Peter.
Have you got something else to show, Peter?
Sorry, you have something else to show?
no, that's fine. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, let's get dancing. I think we might try some of those gestures in our warm-up. Here we go. Let's do a bit of duck flapping. And yeah, let's walk our webbed feet. Bit of duck flapping. Webbed feet. And let's go for a duck dive. Woo. Yeah, and let's do some preening. Great. Oh, that lends itself. Okay, so let's try some echidna. Great, and let's snuggle into the earth. And your quills are out. There, and they burn. Then they grow back. Lovely. Let's try that again. So searching. Yeah, snuggle in. And the quills come out. Slowly burning. Circle of life comes back out. Beautiful. So let's try some bird shaking of the feathers, whether it's a duck or Rosemary's bird. Out comes the forked feet. Beautiful plumage. Yeah, and then our head. Great. Okay, so let's follow Helen. We're We're going to follow you, Helen. Do any gestures you can remember. Duck. Yeah. Duck diving, yeah. Beautiful. Preening. Great. Pete, let's have a look at your echidna. Yeah. Right. Wonderful. Okay, your turn, Ro. Your turn, Ro.
Oh,
Remember, start with your feet of your bird. What came next? Plumage. The beautiful plumage. Then your head. Yeah. And then my teapot. So hopefully your roof won't fall in. And hopefully your friends won't fall out. And may you always have a cup of tea with your friends. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Lovely. Okay, so let's use our shoulders. Let's drop them up and down. Forwards and backwards. Let's roll them up forwards. Roll up back. Great, let's shake the hands out. Let's shake them up. And down. Let's reach with our arms. Quills of the echidna. Good. Shoulders. Good. And snuggling in. Down to the earth. Good.
Son tan sabrosos, mi negra, que tú volverás a probar mi coco. Besito pa' ti, mi negra, besito pa' ti. no me persigas más. Que ese besito de coco yo no lo quiero para nada, para nada, para nada. Oye, mi cachita, traigo una rumbita pa' que tú la bailes como bailo yo. Muchacha bonita, mi linda cachita, la rumba caliente es mejor que el sol. Oye, mi cachita, traigo una rumbita pa' que tú la bailes como bailo yo. Muchacha bonita, mi linda cachita, la rumba caliente es mejor que el sol. Mira qué sabroso, dale duro a las maracas, y el de los timbales ya se quiere alborotar. Se divierte hasta el francés y también el alemán, y se alegra el irlandés y hasta el musulmán. Y si baila un inglés, se le mete el alboroto, y es pa' que se vuelva loco hasta un japonés.
Let's go to the side. Good. And the roof. And friends, hopefully they won't fall out. Good. Good. Lift the knee up.
En la playa blanca de arena caliente hay rumbo de cumbia y olor a aguardiente. En toda la ranchería se ven bonitos altares, y entre millos y tambores interpretan sus cantares, y entre millos y tambores interpretan sus cantares. Pescador de mi tierra, ay, el pescador de mi tierra, pescador de mi tierra, es el pescador de mi tierra.
Good. Try the other foot again. Legs.
La noche en su traje negro estrellas tiene a millares, rayitos de luna iluminan sus altares. La gaita se llega, suenan los tambores, en la noche buena de los pescadores. Hace un año estás diciendo que te vas, hace un año te estás yendo y no te vas.
Good.
Si te vas, mi cariñito, que
Now
te
let's
vaya
try.
bien, pero date ligerita que te deja el tren.
Next.
en el 36, puedes irte. Si no me quieres, puedes irte, puedes irte, puedes irte cuando quieras, puedes irte. En el 36, puedes irte. Si no me quieres, puedes irte, puedes irte, puedes irte cuando quieras, puedes irte.
Yo me llamo Cumbia, yo soy la reina por donde voy. No hay una cadera que se esté quieta donde yo estoy. Y tienes morena como los cueros de mi tambor. Y mis hombros son un par de maracas que besa el sol. Y mis hombros son un par de maracas que besa el sol. Tengo en la garganta una fina flauta que Dios me dio. Todo mi dolor de tabaco, aguardiente y ron. Como mi mochila enciendo la vela y repica el sol. Y enredó en la luna y en las estrellas toda mi voz. Y enredó en la luna y en las estrellas toda mi voz.
Me contaron los abuelos que hace tiempo navegaba en el Cesar una piragua que partía del barco viejo puerto a las aguas del amor del Chimichagua. Chapoteando el vendaval se estremecía, impasible desafiaba la tormenta. Un ejército de estrellas le seguía, adorándola de luz y de leyenda. Era la piragua de Guillermo Cubillo. Era la piragua, era la piragua. Era la piragua de Guillermo Cubillo. Era la piragua, era la piragua. Cuenta que un pastorcillo de ojos azules se enamoró de una princesa que es muy radiante por el camino paseando yo. Ay, pero que cuenta que un pastorcillo de ojos azules se enamoró de una princesa que es muy radiante por el camino paseando vio. Y tan prendado se quedó de la princesa y su mirar, que aquella noche se pasó llorando sin cesar. Y tan prendado se quedó de la princesa y su mirar, que aquella noche se pasó llorando sin cesar, llorando sin cesar por su princesa, sí. Y cuentan que el pobre pastorcillo aquella noche murió llorando, y la princesa en su castillo esa misma noche se la pasó bailando. Y cuentan que el pobre pastorcillo aquella noche murió llorando, y la princesa en su castillo esa misma noche se la pasó bailando.
Suave que me estás matando, que estás acabando con mi juventud. Yo quisiera haberte sido infiel y pagarte con una traición. Eres como una esquinita que se me ha clavado en el corazón. Suave que me estás sangrando, que me estás matando de pasión. Yo que sufro por mi gusto este cruel mal. murió tu amor. No me importa lo que me hagas, si mi pecho vive toda mi
Okay,
ilusión.
let's leave
Y aunque pase lo que pase, este bello amante es no más de ti. Y aunque yo quisiera, no puedo olvidarlo, porque siempre vas dentro de mí. Suave que me estás matando, que estás acabando con mi juventud. Yo quisiera haberte sido infiel y pagarte con una traición. Eres como una espinita que se me ha clavado en el corazón. Suave que me estás sangrando, que me estás matando de pasión.
Great.
Suave
Hands
que
on
me
hips.
estás sangrando, que me estás matando de pasión.
All right, let's just go over our little Cumbian rhythm, just so that we've all got this rhythm going. So we've got 2 feet flat on the floor, and then you're wanting to have one knee bent and the other one a little bit straighter, but not completely straight. So the moment you bend one knee, the hip drops down. Just try that out. So as you bend the knee, that hip starts to drop, 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 drop. Good. So that eventually you're letting your hip just drop rather than forcing it. Yeah? Great. So just check your balance. So where your hips are, make sure when you're bending your knees, they're straight in line with your hips. And then your toes are going straight ahead, so that when the knees bend, they always go over the toes. Great. Excellent. So let's try it. So drop one knee and one hip, and then transfer to the other side. So you relax one knee and then the next one. That's it. Try to keep your spine, your upper torso still so that you can breathe. Yeah? So sometimes it's helpful to put your hands on your shoulders so that you can keep your shoulders still and keep your shoulders dropping down and let your hips go to the side. Good. So it's in the knees. Beautiful. And so when you start to bend the knee, then you can also stamp the foot. So if we go from 2 feet, straight legs, hands on our shoulders or hips, bend one knee, drop the hip. Then you straighten that leg and bend the other knee and you can stamp. Good. So what you're trying to do is keep your shoulders still so that your hips can move. That's it. Lovely. And so there's a real flow in the hips as they go from side to side. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to try and do is put some of our movements together with our Cumbian movement. So the Cumbian dance is like this. And you've done the rumba already, you know that from a couple of weeks ago. So we'll just stick with the Cumbian dance today because it's easy to put the gestures to it. So I might go with my own gesture first. So this is the teapot. Yeah. I might do my teapot to the side and then I go back to the other side. So I'm still doing my hip movements, but I'm sort of dipping my shoulder and making my spine go from side to side. Let's try that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I might change the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And then what I might try and do is the Cumbian movement, and it's all about may your roof never fall in and I'm going to go forwards. And may your friends never fall out. Yeah. So may your roof never fall in, and may your friends never fall out. And I might even try head down. May my roof never fall in, so I round and curve my back. And then I lift my heart up to the sky so that, you know, that shows my friends never fall out. So that's my little dance routine to Cumbian movement. So what we might try is Helen and Peter, I want you to help each other choreograph your short little dance phrase. So Helen, you're going to be doing, you know, your paddling action. You don't have to do all of them, okay? You want to put them on the Cumbian movement. So this is a good one to use, yeah. This is a good one to use. You might want to do the duck dive. You might want to shake the shoulders. Yep. So Peter and Helen, you're going to help each other choreograph your dance. So turn and face each other.
We'll do one each.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to mute you for the minute so that Rosemary and I can work with each other. Okay.
I can't do anything much, so.
No, we'll just go with what you can do. So Helen and Peter, you might want to mute me while I work with Rosemary, and you two work together. You could, yeah, so you could mute me. Let me see, I might be able to do that myself. I know, I can't mute you. Yes. All right, so Rosemary, yourself and I, we're going to create a little dance for you. And so Rosemary, your movements, can you remember any of your gestures?
No.
The preening, yeah, lovely. So we might have the Cumbian movement, preening,
Do you want to do mine?
feathers, lovely. Could do that. Great. And what was the other one, Rosemary?
Can't remember. They're very similar. They were all very similar. The first.
Yeah, so I remember the feet. Yeah. So we have, let's say we have 3 fingers.
We had cooking with like this too.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. So let's have walking. Yep, great. Maybe forwards and backwards. Lovely. And then you would have the nice long neck. The nice long neck. So what about if we have, let's start with walking forwards with the feet. So we walked forwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk backwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We went forwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and backwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. And then Rosemary, why don't we go to the neck? So we're looking forwards on the diagonal. 6, 7, 8. We might go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and repeat that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. And then we can go randomly everywhere in the plumage. Yeah, in the preening. Oh, I like that. What's that feel like, Rosemary?
Right.
Yep. That's all right. Lovely. So Peter and Helen are still going. So let's do mine and yours together. We'll start with mine. Here we go. So we've got the teapot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then may your roof never fall in. So this was coming forwards. Great. And may your friends never fall out. And repeat it again. May your roof never fall in. And may your friends always be with you. Great. And then we'll go into Rosemary's. So Rosemary, let's start with the beautiful beak. Yeah. And from one side and then the other side. Good, and then we did the feet coming forwards and backwards. And then we did your beautiful plumage. All right. Okay, I think we're all organised. So, Helen and Peter, how did you go? Helen and Peter, how did you go?
It went well. Can you hear us?
We couldn't hear you workshopping, but we could see you workshopping.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, can hear you now. Do you want to show us what you created with the Cumbian movement?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, very good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Duck dive.
Perfect.
Mm.
No, shaking drive.
Yeah, shaking shoulders. Preening.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now do that.
Great.
Now the echidna.
Echidna.
6, 7, 8.
The head. Looking for ants.
Yes.
Great. Oh, and the quills. Lovely. Beautiful. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's very well rehearsed. Well done. You two work so well together. I love it. Okay, Rosemary, let's show them our little routine.
I'd rather not, but anyway.
Oh no, ours is pretty good. I reckon it is anyway. So if we have our teapot, yeah. So the Cumbian movement goes pouring a cup of tea for about 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this was the roof falling in. So may your roof never fall in. 5, 6, 7, 8. And may your friends never fall out. 7, 8. And then going on the other diagonal. May your roof never fall in. And may your friends never fall out. And then we went into Rosemary's beautiful bird, where we started with the feet, I think, yeah. So same thing. We walked forward with our feet, and then we walked backwards with our feet. And then this beautiful long neck as it's looking around in the water. That's it, and back. And then we went to the other side. Yeah, lovely. And back. And then the beautiful plumage, which was the coconut threads coming out from your shoulders. And you might go around on the spot. Yeah. I reckon ours is pretty good too, Rosemary. What do you reckon? Beautiful. Okay, I think we're ready to dance. So let's start with Helen and Peter. Yeah. So Helen and Peter will follow you, and then when we start to do our dance, you can follow us. Does that sound okay?
Fine.
What do you think, Peter? Is that all right with you?
Terrific. Now, do you want us to face each other or not?
Oh, whatever way you'd like to. What's going to work for you? Probably. I tell you what about if you face us first, and then when we go through everyone's routine, then the two of you can face each other. Is that okay?
Yes.
Let's try it. All right. Here we go, Helen and Peter.
Quise a Barranquilla, conocí a una linda colombiana, me quedé con las ganas de casarme con esa chiquilla. En un viaje quise a Barranquilla, conocí a una linda colombiana, me quedé con las ganas de casarme con esa chiquilla. Ay, hombre, Amparito, Amparito, te olvidaste del negrito. Ay, mira, mira, mira de tu canarito. Amparito, Amparito, y te creía mujer buena, te fuiste pa' Cartagena. Amparito, Amparito, estaba pensando que estaba buscando que toda Colombia te estaba esperando, porque yo pensaba que me idolatrabas con el corazón.
Ay, 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 saborcito. A coco. Eres tú mi dulce de coco, rico para saborear. Y te pienso noche y día cuando me acuesto y al despertar. Eres tú mi dulce de coco, rico para saborear. Y te pienso noche y día cuando me acuesto y al despertar. Papi, yo quiero bailar cumbia, mi dulce cantar. Papi, yo quiero bailar cumbia, mi dulce cantar. Qué dicha siente mi alma cuando te puedo besar. Ay, es que soy un poquito despeinado y loco. Eres mi dulce de coco. Cuando te
each other in the cumbia, and Ro and I will dance with each other. Ready, Ro?
Ay, amor, y es que yo quiero ser como Ariel, con Galilea. Yo quiero ser como Ariel, yo quiero ser como él, que escribe, canta y diseña, y hasta le baila ballet. Yo quiero ser como Ariel, yo quiero ser como él, porque todas las chiquitas están loquitas por él. Porque todas las chiquitas están loquitas por él, como ves. Yo quiero ser como él, ay, yo quiero ser como Ariel, yo quiero ser como él. Yo quiero ser como él, yo quiero ser.
Do, mi, la, sol, si, re, la, sol, do, mi, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, la, sol, si, re, la, sol, do, mi, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Ay, caminito de Guarena, donde encontré la novia mía, María Luisa, esa morena, la que juró que me quería. Hoy recuerdo aquella tarde, cuando una rosa deshojaba, preguntándole al camino si era verdad que ella me amaba. Ay, caminito de Guarena, que me encontré, ay, caminito de Guarena, que se me fue. Ay, caminito que me encontré. Ay, caminito.
Lovely. Okay, let's just calm it all down a little bit. Beautiful work. Wow. Really enjoy how everyone's getting so creative. It's wonderful. So, let's have a little bit of a stretch. So Rose got her both hands on the chair. Let's also do that. And we'll take one arm out here, keep one hand on, and lifting up and over. And you might have a look at your elbow so you can feel the stretch all the way down to your little toe. Great. And then unfold. Lovely. Let's take the arm out to the side, drop the shoulder, and lift up and looking at the elbow. Feel all down the side of your body, down to your toe, and unfolding. Lovely. And then let's see if we can try this. So we're going to take the foot out to the side. Good. And also take the arm out to the side, hanging onto your chair, and try and put your navel on your spine. So you're lifting up and you lengthen the arm, drop the shoulder and take it over. Good. You can look at your elbow. So you're really stretching from your big toe all the way to your fingers and back to center. Good. I'll turn my chair, you stay where you are. So 2 feet on the floor. Put your navel on your spine. That's it. So you're lifting up. Balance on one leg and take the other leg out to the side. Lovely. And then same with the arm. Drop the shoulder down. Lifting up out through the top of the head. And back to center. And close it to 2 feet. Good. Shake the legs out a little bit more. Great. Now let's try a few little knee bends, yeah? So I'll face this way, but if you want to hold on to the chair with 2 hands, do that. So we're going to have bending the knees over the toes and push the heels into the ground. Bending the knees and lengthen out through the top of the head. So look at my spine. We're going to, even though we're bending the knees, we want our head to go up. So you don't want to be going here, yeah? So even though your knees are bending, you want your head to go up into the sky. Yes, so you get this feeling of stretching, yes. So down and up, down and up. Good. Now let's see, keep 2 hands on there, but I'll just show you facing the camera. Now let's see if you can rise. So as you rise and lower, as you rise, think about rising from your hips, going up, and your head going up. So you rock forwards onto the balls of your feet and lift all the way up from your knees, your hips, out through the top of the head. And then as you come down, you lead with the heels, but try and keep your head up in the clouds still. Yeah, and again, rise and lower. Good, let's shake that out. Lovely. So we'll have bend the knees and lengthen. Bend the knees and lengthen. Now rock forward onto the balls of the feet and rise and lower and rise and lower. Good. Now let's try this. So 1 heel comes off the floor, then 2 that pushes into the floor, and we rise and we go to the other side. Bend the knee, heel down, and then we reverse it. Heel up, rise 2 feet, lower onto the other foot and down. So it's like it's almost feels like you're in straight legs. So this is bent knees, straight knees. And when you're nice and straight, really try and feel your navel here on your spine, lifting up like you're pulling up your zip. Yeah. And lower and down, heel up, 2 feet, heel down and lower. Good, shake that out. Let's put that exercise all together. So you decide if you want to have 2 hands and face me, okay? Or 1 hand. I'm going to have 1 hand on the chair for stability so I can face you and watch you. Great. So check with your body alignment. Toes are going straight ahead. Knees, when they bend, they go over the toes. Shoulders dropping down. Lovely. Neck nice and long, and energy out through the top of your head. So 2 knees bending. Here we go. Down. Good. Breathing out and in. And breathing out. Bending and breathing in. Now, rising in the hips, roll forward to the balls of the feet. Rise and lower. Lift from your hips. Rise and lower. Push 1 heel forward and then 2 feet into the floor. 1 foot comes down, then the heel follows, push the heel forwards. Now 2 feet into the earth and 1 knee forwards and down. Good. So very good strengthening exercises for the ankles and the knees and the hips. Alrighty, so let's come back to our chair. And we're wanting to sit into our chair in a way where the sitting bones lead and then the head comes back. Good. Let's try it again. So feet flat on the floor. Lean out through the top of the head. Out through the top of the head and coming up. Good. Now bend the knees, tilt the head forwards, sitting bones behind and back. Good. Well done. Shake the legs out. Lovely. Okay, so, gosh, class goes so quickly, doesn't it? It's amazing.
It does.
So let's do our body of sound. So we're going to really work with the internal now. Our body of sound vocalizations. And if you have a candle that you'd like to light, thinking of anybody who needs, how beautiful. That's lovely, Peter. Thinking of anybody who needs some love sent their way. So my dear friend Kim had her funeral on Wednesday, yesterday. It was absolutely beautiful. Amazing woman. And so I'm also going to light the candle for her family. Gorgeous. So Helen and Peter, do you have anybody special you want to send it to?
A very close friend of ours, mother passed away at 99. So it was a celebration, not it was sad but not tragic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's wonderful, isn't it? Celebration of life. And Ro, is there anybody you would like to send a special intention?
No, not at the moment.
Beautiful. So we can still send some love to Robert because he would still be healing, is he? Or is he all good?
Yes, he's right. He's over there watching.
Fantastic. That's great. Okay. So let's say our 3 beautiful sounds. Good. It's a gentle putting of the lips together. Let's do it with our arms if you wish to. Great. Let's just put our hands on our lungs here, feeling our breath in and our breath out. Lovely. Let's try it. Ein. Ein. Good. So the ein ends with the tip of your tongue up the top of the roof of your mouth. Just try it again. Hands on the lungs. Ein. Lovely. And then the next sound of creation is shrim. You try to get it at the top of your head, you know, that lovely vibration at the top of your head. So you might have your hands going like this just to help you to get it to the top of your head at the crown. So the third sound, shrim. Lovely. So if you have a headache, that's a good one to do. So let's go through all our body parts and clearing our inner landscape. Get that beautiful vocalization to all our different organs and bones and muscles. Let's start with our hands on our heart and lungs, our chest, our ribs, Focusing in on your breath. And I'm going to mute you just so that you don't need to compete with sound. Top of the head. Mein Shrim. Forehead. Mein Shrim. The eyelid. Mein Shrim. Change. Mein Shrim. The ear. Mein Shrim. Change. Mein Shrim. To the cheek. Mein Shrim. Change. Mein Shrim. The nostril. Mein Shrim. Change. Mein Shrim. Top of the lip. Mein Shrim. Bottom of the lip. Mein Shrim. Your top row of teeth with your tongue. And the bottom row of teeth. Mein Shrim. The roof of your mouth. And a big exhale from the back of your throat. Chin. Mein Shrim. Throat. Mein Shrim. To your lungs. Mein Shrim. To your liver and stomach. Mein Shrim. And to your intestines. Mein Shrim. And across to your hip. Mein Shrim. Down to your knee. Mein Shrim. Down to your ankle. Mein Shrim. And to the base of the toes. Mein Shrim. Tip of the toes. Mein Shrim. Under the sole of the foot to the heel. Mein Shrim. Up the back of the calf muscle to under the knee. Mein shrim. Up the side of the leg to the hip joint. Shrim. Around to the back of the pelvis. Shrim. And over to the other hip. Shrim. Sliding down to your kneecap. Shrim. Down to your ankle. Shrim. Down to the base of your toes. Shrim. And to the tips of your toes. Shrim. Under the foot to the heel. Shrim. Up the back of the calf muscle to under the knee. Shrim. Up the side of the leg to the hip joint. Shrim. Around to the back of the pelvis. Shrim. And to the front in the navel. Shrim. Across to the abdomen. Shrim. Over to the other side of the abdomen. Shrim. Around to the lower back. Shrim. Coming up the spine from the lower dantian. Thinking of the colour red. Shrim. And the sacral plexus, the colour orange. Shrim. And to the solar plexus, colour yellow. Shrim. And to your heart, the colour green. Shrim. And to your throat, the colour blue. Shrim. Forehead, colour purple. Shrim. And to the crown of the head, beautiful diamond crystal. Shrim. And all the colours of the light spectrum encasing you. Shrim. Shrim. And let's go around our planet. Shrim. And holding our Mother Earth. Shrim. And going around our world. Shrim. And to our country. Shrim. And to our community. Shrim. To our family. to each other. Mein Shrim. And to yourself. Mein Shrim. And one more for yourself. Mein Shrim. Lovely. Thank you, everyone, for that.
Very much.
Nice to go through our body of sound.
Hmm.
Do you enjoy doing the vocalizations, Ro?
On the body of sound?
Yes.
Not really.
No? I was wondering if you did. What do you do when we go through all of that? Do you just sit and listen, or?
I just listen. And I just give thanks for what's happening and everything. You know.
Beautiful. Yeah. You know, you don't have to.
I do the sounds sometimes, just for part of it.
Yeah. And you don't always have to say those sounds, you know, it could just be, you know.
Just follow along with the, you know, where you're at, and just which reminds me, now I'll be away for a fair time now because I'm going in to have this operation next week.
Oh, wow. Well,
for my hernia.
We'll be doing the body of sound for you, thinking.
Yes, so I was thinking of that today.
Well, all the best for that, Ro.
Yeah, so thank you very much. And
What
go
day,
Cats.
Ro? Which day are you going in?
Go Cats.
Oh, yes. Go Cats. Yeah.